Good evening, all. Hope you're all keeping well. Welcome to another live show on the match. Another live show on the channel. It is preview for the game tomorrow night against Liverpool, which we are really, really not looking forward to tomorrow night. Oh boy, oh boy. I dread to think what is going to happen tomorrow. I really, really am. So, well, we'll wait and see is all I can say for tomorrow. Enjoy the show, guys. Hit the thumbs up. It's really important we get the likes so people know where to find us in the search results on YouTube. Hit the likes if you haven't already done so. Please, of course, if you're brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed and your job what goes on the channel week in, week out, hit that subscribe button. Free to do so. Does help make the channel grow. Almost getting there to 2,300. Help us get there as soon as we can. Your support means everything to us, and it is completely free to do so, as I've just mentioned. And hit the bell notification. It does let you know whenever a live show is taking place or a pre-recorded video has been uploaded. Hit the bell notification to make sure you do not miss any content at all that we bring out for you on the channel week in, week out. And if you want to give a donation to the channel, and if you want to become a member, it's 99p. Hit the join button, and you are put into a prize show we do on the channel as well. Let's into the comments. Liverpool tomorrow. I'm not sure. Restaurant with my girlfriend after she finishes just Strictly, and maybe 60-10 when we get home or watching Newcastle game. Option 1 for me. Out, says Brian. From now on, I'm calling Eddie, Howe, Stan, Laurel, and apparently Sam Fender has sold 260k tickets for Newcastle. He's bringing Lewis Capaldi. Rumours going about. Ooh, okay. Good evening, Pete.
Hello.
Good evening. Good evening, Wacky. Hope you're well. Oh, Jason. Oh, with 2 channels. NUFC Love. Aura says, all right. Hope you're well. White Trout. Good evening. And like I told you, Pete, I advise War Flags not to do an Eddie Howe display because it will open Pandora box, and if we get rinsed, people will go after them, says Brian. Because it was going to be at the Kevin Keegan, but apparently he's not going to be at the game anymore. I'm not sure why, but I've heard he's now not going to be there tomorrow. Good evening, Julie. Well, I've not heard anything, but we'll wait and see. Let's get into it, mate. Just before we do, we've got a poll up for the tomorrow, and it's: are you dreading the game tomorrow? We've got 10 votes in so far, and we will close that at the end of the show. So how are you feeling for the game tomorrow? I've got to say, the nerves for me, Mason, are kicking in already. I am really, really nervous for the game tomorrow. I mean...
Mine will kick in and out before kick-off, to be honest.
I mean, it's a big ass tomorrow, isn't it, Mason? It's that's why I've said this game's pretty much a write-off for tomorrow.
Most certainly is.
I mean, if we Liverpool are flying, they're flying. They're top of the league for a reason. There've been some Arnie Slot's first season, and he's been fantastic. He's been fantastic for them since Klopp's left, and he's the 9 points ahead at the top of the table. Really, really flying. Look at who they've taken apart. Look at what they did to Manchester City. And it's going to be a huge big ass for us tomorrow. It really, really is, unfortunately, as well. 5-0 Liverpool. Tomorrow, says Brian. Boy, oh boy. What's going to happen tomorrow night is no hubcap. It's going to be safe in the tune.
Wacky, I can't believe you are getting beat up fucking Leicester. Fuck.
Well, the new manager's probably going to give them a boost. The passing under Slot is like Usain Bolt, says Brian. It is. We thought the same against Arsenal, but pressure's on Liverpool, not us. We need a reaction from the boys to show they are still behind Eddie. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, that's a good point. We are at home. We want to get behind the lads. That is what the main thing is. But, I mean... I've just looked at Liverpool this season, Mason, and they play some excellent stuff. Mo Salah, we know how old he is, but he's still banging in goals for them as well.
I think he'll go to Saudi in January.
Oh, you think so?
I know he's a decent player, but I think Saudi's going to come back in for him in January.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And our Liverpool fans will probably kill him, but I've got and our Liverpool fans are probably going to kill me, but I've got that feeling he will. Because with these contract rumours, I think he won't sign. I think if an offer from Saudi comes in, I think he'll go.
Plus, with him getting on, there'll be a time where the Premier League, he might not be able to cope with the Premier League pressure at some point as well. I can't, Mason. We are shite. We were very lucky for you that you went at it. Out wacky, you win. Very lucky against us. You deserve that.
If Isak's score was onside, we would have won that game.
Well, it could have got us the boost, but unfortunately, side, and we just fell to shit. I won right a draw or a tie 2-1 Liverpool off. We do better when nobody expected. Apparently, Salah's currently on 400k a week at Liverpool.
You know what it is? I can't say Liverpool paying like 500, 600 grand a week. I think, to be honest, I think if he wants like how much he's just said, and if Liverpool saying no, we're not paying that, then I think Saudi's going to be jump calling for him very soon. In 4 weeks, actually. 4 weeks, actually.
Possibility. 100% Max. Carl, hope you're well. Just dropping in quickly to say hi, and if we get and say I think if we get our shite together, we take something in this game, be it a win or a draw. And remember, lads, it's in James's Park under the lights and a win tonight. Yeah, absolutely, Carl. I mean, I can see where you're coming from. We do have to get our shite together because we've not been good enough, particularly in the past 2 games. We really, really haven't. Jackie, good evening. Hope you're well.
Jackie. You're doing well.
Good evening, David. Hope you are keeping well as well.
David, can't I just ask David something? I hope the locals are very, very pleased with the Steve Cooper links.
Oh, what's this like?
Because Steve Cooper's been linked with the Cardiff job.
Oh, has he now? Oh boy, oh boy.
And he won't want to go there, and they'll hit that.
Well, he might do well. He might do well in the championship. That's all. Oh.
Now the fact is as well, Cardiff fans will hate him for where he was a few seasons ago.
Liverpool have had the spotlight on their contract situation all week. Hopefully, that's a distraction for them. I mean, they have played on Sunday, but it's going to be too much for us.
No.
I mean, they've got even if they do rotate, they've got quality off the bench as well.
And he was on the bench on Sunday, but I think they're going to start Nunes tomorrow.
I think he might come in for them as well.
I think he'll get run out tomorrow. But the fact is as well, they've got Everton on Saturday. So, what game would you want to win? Emergency say Derby or Newcastle?
Mm-hmm. Quick question, Peter, Jason, and Tony. If he comes in, do you also put your lives onto X to help boost? Well, I used to do it, but apparently it's not letting me do it now. I don't know what the problem is. So I'll have to find out why it says I can't do it, which I don't understand because it used to let me do it, and I don't know why it's doing it. But I'm so far streaming it, of course, to YouTube and, of course, to my the Facebook page as well. So the Blue Pin Fiends are very depressed, and they need a new manager and otherwise going down. Good evening, Ian.
I'm enjoying it. Right. Very depressed.
This is an interesting one from Brian. Eddie was talking a word salad today, saying Isak isn't fit enough, but according to Isak, he's fit. Yeah, we seen Isak give that an interview yesterday. He says he's looking okay for the game tomorrow.
That's mine. I'm sorry, that's mind games, that man. That's fucking mind games, that.
Well, we know Eddie's good at them. We know he's good at them, so what can we say?
Because, remember for the Carabao Cup final, Ten Hag said Rashford was going to be out, but he had started yet, but he had started. That's what Eddie Howe was doing. It's mind games.
Cheers, Pete. Right, mate.
Good evening, Billy.
We have to change something or face the same old from the old days. Yeah, we do. I mean, what do you want to see change, Mason? Because, I mean, well, we've tried. What do you think we need to change tomorrow?
I think you'll probably. I know we've got Brentford on Saturday, but I think you'll probably give a few players a run it. And I listened to what Billy had said with Almiron. You know what it is? I agree with Billy there, man.
That's a good point because I think we kind of need going on the left-hand side, don't we?
Just to piss off whoever's at left back, whoever's at left back for Liverpool, just to piss him off. Well, it's be Andy Robertson because Schumacher is injured. I just hope he does that
Yeah.
to piss off it. And the fact is, as well, I think this is mind games for Isak because look what he did last season. He got Van Dijk sent off.
Well, he did. Yeah, he did.
That's what
But
it is, mind games, because
I mean,
when I might happen again with Van Dijk getting sent off.
yeah, I mean, we may have to go with possibly, as Billy said on the TDR, they might have to look at possibly Murphy or Miggy in that position because I think we do need going on back on his preferred position. It didn't work. It's only worked one game with Joe Linton. The rest of it, he's just looked totally out of position, unfortunately.
I think Joe Linton should go back. Should go in the midfield, but
I think we're going to need him there as well. I really do.
I think you should put him in. And I will probably go into the particular lineup, but I think he'll probably start Jordan in the midfield three, but up in the top, basically like an attacking midfield, because I think Bruno Tonali will be one of them, where he'll probably put the defensive midfield. So I think Tonali will be Bruno will be at the bottom, and Tonali will be in the middle.
I mean, Johnny Ola says, how keeps saying Osula's not ready? We haven't had a shot on goal for 135 minutes, and our XG was 0.02. How sounding like Bruce at times now. Well, I keep saying, how is Osula going to develop as a player if you don't give him the minutes?
Look what happened to Lewis Hall last season. I think that's what they're doing with Osula.
Is that what they're doing? But still, if Isak's off his game, if Wilson's not ready, the fact is, Osula should have came on for Isak because Wilson wouldn't have played. He wouldn't have been able to play that lengthy time if he's just come back. And Gordon through the middle again doesn't work. Gordon is not a striker. Thoughts on what's everyone got? Everyone 50/50 more. So ticked off with the West Dale comment from the gaffer. I can understand, Jason. Yep. But we need to start. We need to start changing. We need to stop going for it now because we're just not. I mean, Crystal Palace was just a complete and utter catastrophe. I know it was a draw, but still.
And they can't be fucking Ipswich Town.
There's still goalless in that game, is it?
Aye.
Fair enough. Shelly UK just brought thingy stack. I want to change information for a start and not play players out of position. Exactly. Well said, Brian. Do you think Eddie will still be manager before the January window opens? All depends on results as of late. If we turn something around, then he probably will. I mean, if we continue this slump, then I think he's in massive trouble, and the Saudis will not be frightened to pull the trigger.
As I've said, the Saudis have got 4 weeks if they want to change the manager before January. 4 weeks.
Yep.
Because we can't be changing the manager through a transfer window when the new manager's only going to have a limited amount of time to get the players he wants in. So if they want to give it a go, just do it before January because you've got a whole window of going through players who the manager and Paul Mitchell wants. Because it'll be an absolute piss take if they do it midway through a transfer window and we'll get fuck all in again.
Osula will never be ready if you don't give minutes. Exactly, Wacky. Do you expect the crowd to stick with the players in Eddie tomorrow if we go 3-0 down by half time? That's a good question. Oh, it could well turn sour. It could be either or, David, is all I can say. One criticism at the press I had was we had to carry on the momentum of Chelsea and Arsenal, and we didn't against West Ham and Chris. That Why can't we show that momentum in games like against West Ham or Palace? But why against Chelsea and Arsenal we can?
To be honest, I think they're going to probably do the same tomorrow.
I think I'll watch a Celtic game tomorrow. Can't see the tune get anything, says Ian.
Watch Celtic get back. Watch Celtic get battered of Aberdeen tomorrow for the way Aberdeen have been playing this season.
Eddie's way of development players is leaving them on the bench for a season. Yeah,
and it's worked. Billy, it's worked. To be honest, I think it's worked.
It has. Absolutely, but we need to start getting some players, some minutes into players that really need it. Absolutely not, David. If we are 3-0 down by half time, it'll be toxic and some of the ground will start emptying the well, yeah. Absolutely. Yep, totally. Lily says, I'm dreading Newcastle versus Liverpool tomorrow night, lads. Are yous? Yep, I am. The mic barely picks up reporters' questions. Yeah, I agree. Carl says, I think we should start Tonali again because he was amazing in that position and Eddie needs to have the lads not overcomplicate the play with too many fancy 1-2s or passes, in my opinion. That's what I do. Do you know what? Yeah, I thought Tonali was magnificent on Saturday, so we need him to keep his place, no doubt about that. We really need to, because I think it suits that position more than what Bruno's doing. I know Bruno was not at his best, but I think you need Bruno much further up the pitch, and a lot of people have been saying that now. We need to see him start further up the pitch now. Yes, I hear that too, Wacky. No, if we lose heavily tomorrow, he could be gone Thursday. I don't think some people don't understand the Saudis are ruthless. The statement will just drop out of nowhere. Yeah, it could well happen. If we get an absolute tonking tomorrow, something well and truly could be announced. And again, if he goes, he goes. But if he doesn't, but if he stays, he stays. I mean, I'm still on the fence with Eddie Howe at the moment. I really am, because all it could take is for some results to click again, and then pull.
Palace are beating Ipswich. Mateta's just scored for Palace.
West Ham will be sacking their manager before us. Some of the players' body language looks off to me. Do you know what? We do have to start looking at the players at Mason, because some of their body language isn't right at all. We know Gordon's not up to speed at the moment. Isak hasn't been the best this season. Fabian Schär's not look the same player.
What Billy said this morning, pre-match, the press conference reaction this morning to TTR, which I kind of agree with as well. I think he's starting to lose the dressing room a bit, to be honest. And I do agree with Billy this morning, what he said.
Did anyone see a tweet, not a story? I think Bruno. It was on Bruno's Instagram, I think it was.
I think Bruno's pissed off with Eddie Howe. I've got that feeling with what I think Bruno's pissed off Eddie Howe.
Brian, even you even sent me this as well, and you were thinking, is he? It sounds like he's losing the plot and losing the dressing room. Put Sanusi on the bench tomorrow as well. If you go 3-0 down, give him a run, nothing to lose. Yeah, absolutely whack. But is Sanusi playing for the under-21s tonight? Because I know, unfortunately, Lewis Miley is.
And they're winning 2-1. Ben Parkinson scored twice. If this figure
is Sanusi playing?
I'll have a look where we're if it loads. No, just looking the freaking. Oh no, it's on.
What's on, is it?
No, it's just loading. Sanusi. He's not.
Oh, he's not, is he? Okay, but Lewis Miley is though.
But he was playing though. He's a kid.
Well,
right.
We already beat them 5-0 in the cup. Yeah, we did.
What's that? What's that? No, Hearns isn't as well.
All right. Carl says, lads, but anyway, I'm off to watch the Leicester v West Ham game on Prime. Take care, lads, and I'll say 2-1 to us. Wow, you're optimistic there, Carl. Really, really are. I'm fine. Which, by the way, get yours in, Mason, so we can read it. Our score predictions at the end of the show. So I've put mine in, Mason. Are you putting yours in?
Are you kidding? Fucking hell. So you wanted to leave early? Leave early on the morning night.
Well, you don't
Fucking
have
hell.
to leave early. You don't have to leave early, Mason. I didn't. Another thing that ticked me off about the presser was Andy Sixsmith asking about the stupid coin toss instead of a serious question. Do you know what? I heard about. I didn't see it. I heard about that as well. I'm thinking, what? A coin
Fuck
toss?
me.
You've got. It's either you've got a chance of winning it or you don't. I don't think we've won a coin toss yet. To be fair, like, but still, there'll be a time where we can win another. We'll win a coin toss because we've been kicking in the Premier League. We've been down the Gallagher in the first half every game. So, playing what we did on Saturday, we get beat 4-0, says Chris. Yep, that could well happen. PIF must be having some discussions internally with January window, just a few weeks away. We need our owners to make a decision ASAP to stop all the noise. We need to hear something. The playing onwards Gallagher gets second half is a superstition thing, in my opinion. Footballers are weird like that. What about this one? How did Isak get player of the month? He's done nothing.
Favoritism?
Did score some goals in that month, but his performances went fantastic with her.
They probably just must have took him in for the fucking goals.
Well, he wasn't great against West Ham, unfortunately, and he had to go off.
He was shite.
He had to go off early on. On Saturday.
The only decent thing he did was that fucking goal that got choked offside.
Did beat Arsenal. Was a great header. He's like a player of the month for not getting back injured until Callum once came in the squad. I've heard rumours of dressing room bust up after Palace, says Brian. Oh, Jesus wept.
Right, Billy's just said that if you think it's Billy, but he said Lewis Hall should have got it.
2-1 Newcastle, says Lily. Being optimistic. Some of the body language definitely off in my dressing room. That I would be murderous. Player would hold each other to account. Eddie's future Newcastle is sinking faster than the Titanic and I've been down the wreck site 26 times. I see Paul simply Eddie out, already in, and not any in between. There's just some retoss pots on either side. Do you know what? I'm going to bring something up here. And again, if I go on a bit of a rant, I do apologize. Now, this was on Facebook. I've seen it. Now, I see a lot of people putting comments out to saying, "Oh, if you're Eddie Howe out, don't bother coming to the game tomorrow." I mean, it's like if they run the fucking club. It's like to see if they run the frickin' if those people run the club. Just get a sodden life, for crying out loud. Respect people's opinions, whether you're Eddie out already in.
With the plastic fuckers, man.
Lewis Hall should have got it. That's a good point there, yeah. I think he should have. I think Lewis Hall was brilliant in that month. Until these PSR/FFP rules are chucked in, the courts, this is where we are. We can't build, it's corrupt. That we know that is one of the problems, but we should have money in this window. We should have some money to spend in this window. We know that is the main problem, and it needs a whole revamp. Last year, we all understood the situation with the injuries. Eddie deserved to be backed. However, the season has been a shambles in terms of performance level and results in a fully fit squad. Yeah, absolutely. Apparently, Bruno was shouting after the game at Crystal Palace, but unsure if it's true. I've not heard anything on that, Ronald. What was apparently said?
Can I go back to David R's question last year? Villa are the exact same this season.
Villa, they are the exact same season, but we haven't got Europe, and we are really, really falling apart. We've been sussed a long time ago. Lesser teams put everyone behind the ball because they all know they'll never change. Yeah, Eddie will still not change formation. We know he sticks with the 4-3-3, and he will not change it up. Unfortunately, Pete, WW, thank you so much for your membership. I think that might be a. Sorry, what's the word I'm trying to get out? Renewal. Yes, it might be a renewal, or it could be a new one. But thanks so much, Pete, for your contribution to the channel, really, really appreciate it, as always. Eddie Howe's never managed big players. That's half the issue. Players like Bruno and Isak will only want their cheek stroked for so long. I saw some even suggesting Wayne Rooney's our next manager. No, not yet. Not on that level yet. We're playing one game a week and look shite. Yeah, absolutely. Toon has a huge fan base and everyone has different opinions. Can't please everyone. Whatever you do will be wrong by someone. Anyway, Mason, I believe you've got some photos to show.
I want to get more.
Go on then.
Let's start first. Top up bottom. Actually, start with the injury. Injuries I saw. They're going to be missing Samakas,
the left back.
Konate.
Yep.
Allison.
Still no Allison, but I think Keller's done very well to step in.
Connor Bradley.
And
Diogo Jota.
I think Jota was actually back in training, whether he makes the game. But I think he just returned back to training, Jota, from what I've heard.
And they did sign a player we were like with as well.
He will probably be there next. He will be there next season.
Mohamed Ashfali, and he got shipped straight out on loan to Valencia for the season. And look where they are. They're in the bottom four La Liga. And they did say to Federico Chiesa, and he is.
I think he's injured as well. Would you believe it? And we're coming up to Christmas.
And he's going to be missing. He's missing tomorrow as well.
And we're coming up to Christmas. Would you believe it? And again, another Christmas out injured.
And they did let Fabio Cavallo and Sepp Vandenberg go to Brentford on permanence. And they let, obviously, Adrian had signed for Real Betis in the summer. And they did let Stefan Bezic go to Salzburg on loan. And they let Bobby Clark go to Salzburg as well on a permanent, because that Pep Linders is the manager of Salzburg, and obviously he's got a bit of a connection with Liverpool. And they did let Ben Doak, who's been ripping it in the Championship this season at Borough, at Middlesbrough. Calvin Ramsey to Wigan on loan. Nat Phillips to Derby on loan. Rhys Williams to Morecambe on loan. And Marcelo Pitaluga to Livingston on loan. And obviously Joe Matip and Thiago did retire in the summer. And obviously I had to do this just before the show started, and they let Luke Chambers go to Wigan on loan. Keedy Gordon go to Norwich on loan. Callum Scanlon to Millwall on loan. Owen Beck to Blackburn on loan. Lewis Kumas to Stoke on loan. Lucas Stevenson to Dundee United on loan, and he is a Mackem. Lucas Stevenson is a Mackem as well. And obviously we've got last one, Fabian Mozek to, how to get this name, Bromma Pojagama in Sweden. That's all done. And well done.
I think I've just read that one. West Ham fans will be fighting in the Leicester away end if they lose this. No problem, Pete. Love this channel, especially the live streams. Cheers so much, Pete. My fears was start Longstaff and Murphy. Murphy. Well, we could have to either go with him or Miggy on the right hand side, because we need Gordon back in his preferred position. I've heard to say this. Wacky, if he starts Longstaff tomorrow and benches Tonali, me TV's getting turned off. Oh boy. Bradley's been unreal in the Northern Ireland Internationals recently, says White Trout. Longstaff,
Billy, Paul won't be happy if you turn that match off tomorrow.
Oh, I love you. Longstaff, Murphy, Miggy, and Target. Oh. If he puts Target in, I'm sorry.
David, are you taking the piss?
Then he's really losing the plot. Good evening, Martin. I hope you're well. I've seen one on the Newcastle United YouTube channel that we would get beat 6-0 off Liverpool. I question if he should be on the Liverpool side. What's wrong with these people? Some of our fans are predicting that because Ronald in a way, because they were not confident. None of us are confident for tomorrow. Coffee, good evening. Lads, man, the clash with Lady Sam again. Well, I did tune into both the shows. I'll tell you now, and great stuff it was as always. Really, really fantastic. Better not be David. That would be a cricket's score. Where's Chippers tonight? He's probably working, I'm guessing. Someone asked Eddie if he regrets selling Chris Wood, and he said no comment. Poor Chris. Right, Chris Wood we didn't play to his opportunity, his strength, unfortunately. I prefer to start a right winger than play Bonds out. Do you know what? Yeah, Coffee, I agree. I mean, we tried Bonds on Saturday, and he was goddamn awful on Saturday. Target Consi gets injured. He hasn't played since 1983. Our lack of pace at centre-back will be exposed tomorrow. Big Dan Ben has been exposed by Salah before. He has. That's been at left-back. We'll see how it does at centre-back tomorrow. Any Costa this evening, Mason?
Hey, Slatty, which I bought earlier on.
Okay. Chippers was arguing with someone this morning in the TDR chat. I'll read. I actually didn't. I didn't get a chance. I'll have to catch up.
Now what it is? Chip argues with anyone who pisses him off.
And read 22 crosses on Saturday. No one ever on the end of them. God, that's incredible. I don't want to see Willock or JSM playing as wingers. They aren't wingers. They're not. They can't rotate, but I think you got to play only one of them tomorrow night. And I think for me it should be Joe Linton in the middle of midfield. It really, really should be. Right then, should we go through the predicted lineup, Mason?
Aye, go on then.
Kicking it off.
Oh, Billy.
We love Chippers. We know Chippers is a legend.
Yeah, he is.
Go on then, Mason, in goal.
Pope.
Oh, wrong one. Just the one down below. There you are, Nick Pope in goal. Yep. Chippers wears his heart in his sleeves when he comes to the tunes. He certainly does. Right back. Right. I'm going to bring in this time. I'm going to go with Trippier this time. I want to see him try to get some leadership back into the side because it is really, really lacking at the moment. And he does give us that, to be fair, like. So I'm going to go with Trips tomorrow. Minty wasn't really our player, was another one. He was, but we loaned him out and sold him. Yep. And again, PSR. West Ham sat there, Gaffer. Maybe they would fancy taking Eddie, says David. Okay.
What's he called? Is it Sullivan or Gold's Deed now? If Sullivan's got the money.
Okay, right. Centre back Mason, first one.
Sure.
Yeah, be sure. He'll stay in there. Hopefully he's got to be on his game. It has to be on his game tomorrow. Really, really has to. Okay. It'll be Dan Burn alongside him. So, yeah. Dan Burn at left back and at left back Mason.
Lewis Hall.
Yep. And that's an easy one as well. So, Lewis Hall, of course. Won't be the first time that's happened. Pardew, Roda. Yep. I don't want my boys signing Longy. Start Osula, unknown quantity for the opposition. If Osula got it start, I wouldn't be against that, to be fair. Like, we will give you a target as a gesture of goodwill. I think 99% of people have agreed with the team selection against Palace. The players just aren't at it for some reason. See, it was good enough to go and beat Palace, but something just incredibly down-tooled in that game for me.
Yeah. Was it the
Right.
But I was going to say, was it the opponent of obviously with making more investment than us, or was it where you were just on the was it just the off day? We scored an own goal and assisted a goal on Saturday.
Dan Burns so slow he can't even beat stage 1 of a bleep test. Some people are saying, should Kelly go in instead? Kelly was poor against West Ham, though, as well.
Oh, Ronnie, she is a fit fucker, like.
So that's an extra 180k paying medical bills for us then. Okay, right, midfield. That man in there. So Tonali in. He was brilliant on Saturday.
I think it was. Was it Billy who said Tonali will score tomorrow?
No, it was Stato.
I agree with Stato. I think he'll score tomorrow.
Maybe it's time. It's time. Ben so slow he raced a canal barge up to a path and lost. Okay, next one in midfield, Mason.
Bruno.
Yeah, I think Bruno will come. We know Bruno wasn't at his best, but we know how important he is to us. So, yeah, this is an easy one as well. So, yep. Okay. And the last one in midfield, I think Joe Linton should be going there for me. I'd be tempted to put Joe Linton there in the centre midfield for me. Denali free kick, but what Burn gives you is 100% commitment. He does, Wacky. I agree, he certainly does. Okay. Right. Attacking 3 now. This is going to be interesting. Kelly was poor against West Ham, but again, the whole lot where he's still better than Dan Burn all around.
I'm dreading if Nunes starts tomorrow. Where's pace? It happened last season. It happened last season. Look what he did. Look what he did. He scored twice past him.
Yep, totally right. Attacking 3 now. Hopefully, Golden pulls his finger out fine. He's been shite this season. He does, but I think we need to play him in his correct position as well. So, right, okay. Attacking 3, Mason. Who are you putting in there?
Gordon on the left.
Okay, then. Yep. Right hand side. For me, it's going to have to be Miggy or Murphy, unfortunately. It doesn't suit for Barnes, and it's not been working for Joe Linton.
Oh, fuck off, David.
So,
Boston have made it 3-2 against Newcastle in the 21s.
Yeah, I did not see that goal, David. In my opinion, Gordon not been added for you since it's new. It hasn't. So, right. Oh, Jesus, Jason. Maggie left wing, Murphy right wing, Coyle straight. Dan Blip here against Crystal Palace hasn't done that wrong. Nah, do you know what he hasn't, Ronald? Okay, right hand side. Do you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with Miggy. I think Murphy's been poor this season. Miggy's been not getting
Miggy
any
up
game
top.
time. No,
you want Miggy up top?
No, on the right.
On
the right hand side. Rashford effect wacky, play for that fag contract and then go shite. Do you know what? Yep. Certainly did. So, Miggy, I'm going to put on the
I seen Luke Short injured again.
Another player just completely glass made.
Aye.
Okay, then. Right. Last one, Mason. Is he going to be fit, or do you think he's not going to be fit, or do you think he's going for the
Aye. Isak's fit. Didn't say what Eddie Howe says because it is freaking mind games, right? It's mind games.
Okay, we'll go with it then. Yeah, we'll go with Isak then. So just a recap of the lineup, what we like to go with. So in goal, Nick Pope. The back four, we're going with Kieran Trippier this time. Fabian Schär, Dambin and Lewis Hall. The midfield, feel free of Sandro Tonali, Bruno and Joe Linton. The attacking three is going to be Miggy Almiron, Anthony Gordon and Alexander Isak. Will Eddie go with that? If he doesn't, who does he go with instead? Maybe just try something a little bit different. So let us know, guys. Let us know if you haven't got yours. Isak is good, but he's totally overrated, in my opinion. I wouldn't say he's overrated. He's just not having the best of season. The thing our high-intensity training seasons has ended after the crisis last season. Has Eddie been told to tone it down? Maybe that's impacting us. Do you know what, David? I'm also asking myself that question as well. I think something has been told to stop this high intensity, which technically got us the Champions League and to avoid the injuries. But we've got surely our medical team with James Bunce on board should try and improve it now. I think our problem last season was rushing players too back, and they were dropping flies again. With Bunce on board, hopefully he's making sure the players come back at the right time. I think I'm going to say that's part of it.
At least we've got somebody in to help out with the injuries, not just rush them back straight away.
Mason, but the fact is, Mason, with this high intensity, when we finished fourth, we didn't pick up the injuries.
You got a point there, to be honest.
You see, we didn't get the injuries when we were playing it. The season we finished fourth, but it just happened. I think it was just a little bit unlucky that season, but just it feels like we have really gone away from it. We really have. Graham Jones has been registered to play the number 9. Oh, mate, if I was on a quarter of that weight, I'd run myself until I can't stand up and throw myself in front of every player's too pampered nowadays. Do you any possible explanation that makes any sense? Do you know what? As I mentioned, David, yeah, I think I'm gonna agree on that. So does that mean Isak Grund took off for Palace to showcase in the big game against Liverpool? And I wouldn't like that to be true. I don't want to say things like that. That's an attitude and a lack of commitment to doing that. Will be the first question I ask in the press room. Why not? Why not, David? Because it has gone away. This high intensity that we used to play, it's totally disappeared. It's totally disappeared, unfortunately. That poll's still going up, guys. Get your votes in. We've got 33 votes on it. So again, let us know. Are you dreading the game tomorrow? Keep it going, guys. The referee VR is Stuart Atwell, who was also on the VR for the Jota dive last season. Oh my God. And referee is Andy Madley. Andy Madley is referee. I'd ask him about picking long stuff off Tonali, says Julie. Again, that's a good question. Could be possible that Eddie's training is too technical for players or trying to train them too many things, causing overload of players. Maybe. We've gone from putting 5 past space in 20 minutes to have an XG of 0.202 against Palace. Someone explain this, please. Exactly, David. It's crazy. That is a massive, massive drop. Yeah, Atwell, another one who needs spec savers. Do you know what? I don't think Stuart Atwell's refereed a game for us I think was the Arsenal 1-0 win that we got last season.
Wonder why.
Good point, Wacky. That could be true. Yeah. What does Longstaff bring that Tonali can't? Answer me that. Exactly, Jason. Yep. I could totally agree on that. 26 watching so far. If we don't mind us, if we could smash up the likes, please, that would be great. And please, if any news are brand new at the channel or not yet subscribed and you enjoy what we bring on, please do hit that subscribe button for us. It is completely free to do so. I'm still laughing at the FA Cup draws last night. Arsenal versus Man United. Well, a Premier League team, one of the big sixes going out in the third round.
They play them all in the league, Arsenal, Man United.
Yeah, they do actually. They do. City v Salford. We've got a good draw. It's a non-league team in Bromley. I just don't want to see us get embarrassed at home.
Non-league.
It's Bromley, isn't it?
League 2. They got promoted in the summer.
They
got promoted in the playoff final.
Oh, as it was might have been dropped from the bench to get targeted on it. Oh, could well looks like it. Liverpool v Accrington and Stanley. Accrington not too far from Liverpool either. Smash the likes, people, and one lucky winner will get a topless pic of Mason.
You want to do a Billy? Take me top off on a live stream.
Spurs play a team away in National League. They do. Yes, they do, actually. That's
Tamworth.
Tamworth, yes.
No. Tamworth. By the way, people, just to let you know, Tamworth are part-time, so the Tamworth players do have day jobs.
Hey, I can believe that. Do you know, I've not been paying attention. I've not been paying attention to the teams below, pretty much. I don't know why. And I didn't know that Bromley win League 2.
Tamworth won the National League North. And they beat gated 1-0 not long ago now, bastards.
Could be worse. Pawson refereeing, he's corrupt as hell him. Yeah, that's another shocking referee. Millwall v Daggers, not travelling that day. Could be Anthony Taylor too. Yep, totally.
You know why Julie said that? Because Dagenham are West Ham. Majority of Dagenham fans are West Ham fans as well.
Mm-hmm. I think Manley dropped to the under 23s to get match fitness and sharpness up. He can't get coming on as a sub for 50 minutes. That might be a good point there, Wacky. If we lose to Bromley, we would be really, really surprised that we struggled. Would be really surprised as we struggle against Wimbledon and who
Cambridge, David,
and who beat us previously. Yep, Cambridge United.
I got your monster manager there now.
Yeah, he is. Remember the old milk advert with the Scouse kid, Accrington Stanley? Yep, of course we'll do remember that. Dagenham will be carnage. Lucky there's not many pubs left. Oh. So, Paul's got 34 votes now. I mean, we know Salah's the main threat, of course, for Liverpool, but Diaz, he's a great player. Szoboszlai does well in midfield for them.
You know what we should do? I know we're drawn against him in the end of September, but if we play like what we did against Man City, we'll be fine. Or either Chelsea or Arsenal.
Yeah, possibly that could happen. I mean, it would be typical us if we were to win tomorrow, get something out of the game. Chelsea play more.
If we get, you know what it is? If we get a point tomorrow, I'll be happy.
When Swansea play Cardiff, Hall of Town Centre shuts down, no bars or shops open. Wow. I was hoping we would get Millwall away. That would have been a messy away day. I remember going to a few Cardiff v Millwall games and it was mental. Oh. Yeah. I can imagine it was that. I'm excited to see us get a new team in the draws. It's always nice to learn about teams in the lower leagues. Yep, it is. It totally is.
When we do the preview for the Bromley game, I'll give out. I'll give out the information about Bromley because I know Bromley more than all the majority of the people because obviously they were in the same league as Gated.
Well, and also we've had Oh, that was we have had the Newcastle women's team play the London Lionesses, which is at the Bromley Stadium as well. Salah should get a new contract for the bin dippers. It's running out and all. Will he sign it? Or you think Mason? Or you think he's going to go off somewhere else? Maybe
I can't see him saying it. I think he'll go to Saudi. And I Liverpool fans.
Yeah, he is in his 30s now, so there will be a point where the Premier League might not be able to cope with them. How much is the season ticket at Gated, Mason?
Have a look. I just pay on the day, maybe because half the time because of it, they play at home usually the same time as Newcastle. So
you think you know Bromley, but I'm closer to them, says Jason.
David at 350. David at 350 quid.
Yeah. Bromley stadium capacity is 5,000. I think it's a good game. It's played to. Do you know what? I think Bromley will bring quite a lot of fans with them on that day. That I really believe they will.
And quickly go back to David's question. It's they're broken up and it's 15 quid. 15 quid per game.
Oh, Gator play tomorrow on there.
No, Wednesday. I'm playing Magnus England tomorrow. And they play Forty.
Salah look like Martina, look like Fatima Whitbread, but he is a class player. Used to take that journey around M25 when I've played against them. Yeah. I've been stuck on. Oh yeah, I've been stuck in traffic on the M25 before. Looking forward to the match tomorrow with Gemma. Would you?
Is that the motorway coming up? Nah, Gemma's been back one day.
What were you saying, Mason? Is that the journey way?
Is that the M20? Is that the motorway what comes out of London?
Yeah.
Go back up north. I've eaten never been before.
Yeah.
Palace have just beat Ipswich. 1-0.
I had to go down that way on the coach when I used to take the coach to away games to get to Crystal Palace, and it was down the M25 to get to Brighton as well. That's not too bad, Mason. 15 quid for a live game. I need to try and get myself back to Gateshead. I've not been for ages. I just learned actually in the Stanley Stadium is called the Wham Stadium. Do you know what?
It's a sponsor that.
I'm trying not. I'm trying to Speaking of Wham, I'm trying not to hear that song at the moment. What always gets played, coming up to Christmas time.
Where was I yesterday?
Do you have any away games lined up? So far, David, I'm going to put myself in for Spurs away. I'm going to look to do that one. I did try for Ipswich. Unfortunately, I wasn't successful in that one. But I'm going to try look at Spurs away as well. Some of these games, I think it's going to be looking after Christmas, unfortunately, because didn't get a chance to. I've completely missed Brentford. Ipswich, I wasn't successful in that. Man United is a Monday night, unfortunately, and I'll be working during that time, unfortunately.
Well, you work for Christmas?
Yes, we have to work at times for part of Christmas, unfortunately. So, and it's going to be a nightmare as well because it's technically close to New Year's Eve. So if people are going, it's going to be hectic particularly getting back. He hasn't put a ring in it. My old school pal, Captain Stevenage, when they played at the Toon in the 90s, Paul Thompson played for the Eden All. Yes, I remember him. Casey. Spurs would also be epic. We got a decent record. Do you know what? I would love to get to Spurs' new ground. I really, really would because it looks a very nice ground. It's an early kickoff, but I want to try. I want to definitely try. I'm going to put myself in the ballot for that. I really, really am.
Do you want to kind of talk for that Biscoff thingy? Biscoff donut, whatever it was, cake.
I can sell the donuts there. Yes.
Aye.
Go on, lads, get him told. Yeah. Well then, we'll get the score predictions in then. We'll start with yours, Mason. He's gone for another. Go on, Mason. 2-2.
Score as Nunes twice and us Gordon and Isaac.
Yeah, it's full time at Ipswich and Palace have won 1-0. So 2-2 in that game, Mason. Oh, hey, you're feeling a bit of optimistic. 6-0 Liverpool. Oh, 2-1 home win. Away under 21s have lost 3-2. 2-1. Oh, Ronald's going a bit. He's having a bit of hope there. 3-0 Liverpool, says Ian. Right, this is mine. And sorry to say this, everyone, but this is what I've gone for. I've gone 4-0 Liverpool. I'm really dreading tomorrow. I really, really am. We could get absolutely taken to the cleaners tomorrow. We really, really could. Just the way we're playing at the moment is not filling myself and other people with any confidence at all. I think Salah will get 2. I think Diaz will get a goal for them as well. The other goal scorer, I'm going to say, is Gakpo. I think Gakpo's really coming on as a player for them as well. So 4-0 Liverpool I've gone for, unfortunately. Really sorry about that. 4-0, yep, what I've gone for, John. No way, man, Pete. Yep, I have. Never seen Pete make a prediction like this, but I'm 4-1, 3-1 Liverpool. Yep, I think we could get trounced tomorrow. I'm really, really nervous for tomorrow. I really, really am. I will be back in the lads, but when Liverpool are going to come on the counter-attack, it's going to be like, oh boy, oh boy. Yep, so Newcastle United 0, Liverpool 4 tomorrow. Okay then, right, we're going to end the poll now. So, even Chris has gone 4-0. Right, so we're going to end the poll about, are you dreading the game tomorrow? When it comes through. Right, it's come through now. Right then, Mason, you ready for the poll results?
I suppose.
Right, 42% of the votes are saying no. So they're feeling some optimism for tomorrow still. Fair enough. 57 of the votes have said yes. I really dread tomorrow. And you can't blame them in a way as well. You really, really can't. It's going to be a hard game. It's just why I've said it's going to be a write-off tomorrow. I'm not feeling any hope at all. If we get something, that would be great, but it's a huge, huge ask tomorrow. It really is. We're winning 2-1 to Tonali and Osula with the goals. Nunes with a goal, says Coffee. Very optimistic as well. But again, it's your scoreline. Mason loves a 2-2. He certainly does. So we'll be slotting them in while Dan Bain's still at the halfway line. Julie, good God almighty. She's going 8-0 Liverpool. Oh, Jesus.
Dummett coming up again.
Oh, is he? I think Dunbar may pull a 60 tomorrow. Reminds me of trying to get out of PE lessons at school with a fake note. To be fair, Dan hasn't done too bad against Salah in the previous games. Left back, he was rotten against him, though, Wacky last season. Centre back, he might be okay. So, there you go. Okay, then. That is it for the preview. Thank you so much, of course, for joining us tonight. Mason being co-host on the channel. Thank you to everyone who's popped up in the live chat with their comments. Some really, really interesting points here today as well. And, of course, thank you to our mods on the channel as always. Really, really appreciate what you do as well.
Jason says he nearly fell off his chair with your prediction.
Oh, has he?
Aye.
4-4 from Darren by PD Mason and all. Says Coffee, thank you so much. Try and bigger reverse psychology. These predictions remind me of Brucey days for Liverpool or due a loss by PD Mason. Great show. Cheers, Ian. We are at the game tomorrow. So there'll be I'll be giving my quick thoughts after the game, fan reactions as well. And there might be 2 shows in on Thursday. Are we there? Are we available for Thursday, Mason?
Aye. Unless we miss drags us anywhere.
Because I'm thinking about 5:15 or around about between 5 and 5:30. We'll be doing the match review and the player ratings. And then later on in the evening, we'll be doing our preview for Brentford. And Friday will be, of course, the Crazy PD's Football Live show. Saturday will be live fan reaction for the Brentford game as well.
How many kids go on Friday?
Oh, so
I mean, not Friday, Saturday.
So that's fine. So it'll just be me doing the fan reaction show. So this will be your opportunity to come on and have your say on the game. And Sunday, it'll be the full match review and the player rating show as well. So you all. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, everyone. Cheers, Wacky. So yeah, remember, guys, if you have enjoyed tonight, hit the thumbs up. It's really important we get the likes so people know where to find us in the YouTube search results. Hit the likes if you haven't already done so yet. We really, really appreciate the likes coming in. And please, of course, if you're brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed and your job goes on the channel week in, week out, hit that subscribe button. Free to do so. It does help make the channel grow. We're getting there to 2,300. We're on. Really
First time I've scored, by the way.
Oh, so it's 1-1. Wacky, your team's equalised. So smash that subscribe button. Your support means everything to us on this channel. And hit the bell notification. It does let you know whenever your live show is taking place or pre-recorded video has been uploaded. Hit the bell notification to make sure you do not miss any content we do bring out on this channel week in, week out for you. Again, if you want to give a donation to the channel, feel free. If you want to become a member, it's 99p. And if you are a member, you'll be put into a prize draw as well. Yeah. Mason will lose his head in an instant post match if we lose 9-0 against them. Good grief. Woohoo, food picks. Goodbye, everyone, and take care of you as well, Julie. Cheers, boys. Thank you so much. I know you know who that is. You too, Wacky. Smash the likes, people. Oh, apparently it's been disallowed.
But I'll probably get checked.
Fantastic show, Pete and Mason. What the fuck we scored? I need to lay down, but I think the goal may have been chalked off, Wacky. Can Friday's show be
chalked off?
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry, Wacky. Can Friday's show be Galant themed? Well, there'll be all sorts of crazy shit happening on Friday. We can tell you that. Food picks, rants, laughs, you know what. This channel deserves to grow, says David. Hey, all, says Nathan. We'll just have to wrap up, Nathan. So you'll have to rewatch it on Friday. So I'm in the 50%.
Not again.
I am in the 50%, Pete. Oh, well, championship, here we come. Oh, I think you're not going to go down, Wacky. I think there's other teams worse than you that'll go down. So you know. Couldn't pay me to rewatch it. Nail says Nathan. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoy the rest of your night, and me and Mason will catch you all again Thursday night for 2 shows. That's our next live show. So until then, everyone, we'll see you all later. Good night, all. It says, oh yes, it got taken down the last TDR
2-0.
Oh, lucky 2-0 down. Should be played in the Liverpool dressing room. 2-0 Leicester. Anyway, guys, we'll see you later.
El Canasso's just scored.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, guys, take care, everyone. Good night, all. How are the lads? See you later, everyone. Take care.